So the general idea of this map is that there's 3 obelisks around the map. Obelisks, God, I can't speak. One is
Obelisk,
center
yeah.
here, one's on left, one's on right. We'll go ahead and just go to right for reference here. You'll notice that there's 2 of them. There's a bigger one and then a smaller one. What we're going to focus on right now is the smaller obelisk. So the smaller obelisk has 3 different blank spots here. So you'll notice that there's 3 blank spots, and then there's a bunch of doors kind of around the ring. They all these doors have symbols above them. So there's commune over here. Again, we need to be able to reference those symbols, so it's good to have it pulled up right now.
Seventh
Drinks
is the
over
witch
here.
queen symbol right here.
Mind, etc., etc. You get the idea that there's doors around the map that we need to be able to get into and find symbols for to be able to fill these bigger obelisks. So there's 3 different blank spots here. The first blank spot tells us where night spawns on the map. Then night gives us the Senkit symbol of that flag. So for instance, there's going to be one of 2 symbols on that top plaque there. So there's going to be either a traveler symbol or a pyramid symbol. Here's the traveler symbol over here, and here's the pyramid symbol over here. What that does is really split the map in half, and it tells us where that knight's going to spawn at. So on one of the obelisks, top plaque, there's going to be either a pyramid or a traveler. It spawns up, and it tells us where this knight's going to be. So we're going to kind of, there's going to be 2 people per obelisk, so we're going to have one of those people kind of search around for a moment if it's on their side. So for instance, right now, if it's on traveler's side, someone will kind of split up from the obelisk. It seems to have been kind of where Alex is right now. We'll kill the knight, and the Senkit symbol is going to spawn in that obelisk. The Senkit symbol on this obelisk represents where the door is going to be. That's going to open up. That has 2 scions, 2 bigger enemies inside. They're kind of split, divided by the center. So we'll pretend the Senkit symbol is going to be commune. So someone from the closest obelisk will run to the door, and the door needs to be open. There's a diamond in the center of the map. Please don't shoot it. It starts the encounter. There's a diamond in the center of the map that opens the door for that Senkit symbol on the totem. So whoever's going to run to that door, closest obelisk, comes to the door and yells, "Hey, I need this door open. Can someone please open the door?" Whoever can see the symbol or see the diamond, please just shoot it up. Inside that door, again, are 2 major enemies that you have to worry about. They're scions. They're split in kind of the backish of the room, depending on which room you're going to. And that room is split by 2 sides. You'll see a lightness, a light symbol, and a darkness symbol. It's split down the middle, 1 scion on each side. And the idea is that when you kill a scion on that side, it will spawn a symbol. Both of them are going to spawn symbols. But you want to remember which one is going to be at the symbol that's going to be called out. Which symbol is going to be called out? Okay, so back at the obelisk here, the first plaque is going to be where the knight's going to be. So generally it's going to be either the traveler and pyramid, which will spawn the second symbol on this obelisk, which tells us which door to go to. And then the person inside will need to know whether it's light or dark side for the symbol they need to remember. And that will be the 3rd plaque. The 3rd symbol that spawns on this 3rd plaque here. So whoever's near the totem, remember there's 2 people. One went to the door, the other one's still at that totem. They need to be able to go, oh, light side. I need to know that light side symbol. So whoever is inside kills the light side scion. A symbol spawns. Let's pretend it's fleet. We need to remember that symbol. The 3rd symbol on this 3rd plaque icon tells us what we need to hit on this bigger obelisk. But there's 3 symbols that we have to hit on the bigger obelisk. So we have to go through this 3 times because you're only really getting 1 symbol on this obelisk here. You're not getting 3. You're just getting that last what's light side or dark side symbol that's going to be entered into the bigger obelisk. So we have to go 3 times. And what's really important about that is that when this first totem phase is starting, once someone enters that room to find that 3rd symbol, the Senkit obelisk is going to start. No matter what, it's going to start phase. We need to make sure that everyone else split up. Hold on, just wait a moment. We need to make sure that everyone at their totems are still aware of their totem like what's going on, because if the action is not occurring at their totem, it's going to occur at their totem. So you need to be aware, oh no, Knight is up. Knight's on Traveler's side. Oh no, Room Mind is up right now. We need to get inside Mind. So we need to be aware at every totem of what's going on. And again, remembering that third symbol at the bottom, because we're not going to be able to get back inside that room and find that symbol once that person kills that Scion and records that symbol down. So we need to make sure to just yell out what we see inside when we know for sure what it is. So we'll get 3 symbols after 3 obelisks occur, and then these bigger obelisks are going to have a bunch of symbols that spawn on it. Those 3 symbols from earlier at the smaller obelisk that we remembered and wrote down are what we're going to have to hit on the bigger obelisk. Only one of them is going to have all 3 symbols we need. So we need to make sure to call out, like if it was Pyramid, Fleet, Traveler, which is not going to be, we'd make sure, oh, there's Pyramid, Fleet, Traveler on this bigger obelisk. Okay. We have to hit all 3 symbols within 3 seconds. So it's easier to have both players looking at the bigger obelisk and hitting them kind of at once. Maybe one player hits 2 symbols, one hits 1. But the idea is, once you hit all 3 symbols in a row, that totem, that obelisk is complete, and you have to go through the phase again for 2 more times.
It doesn't have to be in order? It doesn't have to be in order?
It does not. No, it does not have to be in order. Sorry, I just had to make sure that my information is right. I have a bunch of like notes on my wrist side. But yeah, it doesn't have to be in order. Question. You just have to hit all 3 within a time limit. So you'll see once you hit that bigger totem, that there's 2 more bigger totems on each side of the map. It's a bigger totem, smaller totem on 3 corners. So you'll have to do it 2 more times. You'll have to record 3 symbols and hit it on a bigger obelisk. But what makes it easier is that once one big obelisk is filled, the second that it's complete. You don't have to worry about it again. We'll just move to the second obelisk. So if left side's complete, you don't have to worry about left side again for the bigger obelisk, not the smaller one.
So it can't be destroyed anymore.
Yes. Yeah. Well, for the bigger guy, yeah. Final note. I'm glad you said something about that. The smaller obelisks can be destroyed. Enemies are going to be flooding you the whole time this is happening. There's a bunch of smaller enemies, and then there's bigger overload enemies as well that kind of occur like every minute and a half. That you have to be aware of and have to make sure you kill, because your totem, your obelisk can be overwhelmed and they can destroy it.
Can you accidentally kill that too?
Wipe. Yes, you can also accidentally destroy the obelisk. So if you shoot it enough, you can destroy it as well. Again, knights. So that first symbol that pops up, finding out which side the knights are on, we have to make sure we're on top of knights, because knights are, if knights are on the map for more than 2 minutes, they wipe the whole group. We have to start over again. So just making sure we're on top of everything as best as we can. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be overwhelming for the first couple tries, and I know it's a lot of information at once. So we'll kind of just do a couple runs, and it'll make more sense as we go through it. What kind of questions do you guys have, Diablo or Cloudy?
Okay, so when you said like whatever, like the mage enemies and like an open door, is it only gonna be on like, if you're on like the traveler side, is it only gonna be on like this side, or can it be like on
so that first call out is just for the knight. Afterwards, the door can be anywhere around the ring. Anywhere. So kind of familiarizing yourself with all the doors around like your unique abyss is kind of good to know. But you'll see
the
like
side is for the knight.
So if where you are right now, the Senket plaque ends up being stop, which is the red square over here. You'll notice it's not on your side of the map, even if the knight was called on Traveler. So it can be literally anywhere, so you have to be aware the whole time. That was a great question. Yeah, so what he's saying is that
focusing on the knight.
What he's saying is that if you're sitting at middle obelisk and it's going off, like the symbols are going off at obelisk and the door icon pops up, is it going to be on your side? No, it can be anywhere on the map, not just on your side.
Okay, that brings me to my question. Are all the obelisks the same symbol?
What?
Or are they all different symbols?
They're all different symbols.
Yeah, they're all different symbols. And they do not mimic each other in any way, which is why we're recording the third symbol on each totem, so we can hit the unique order on the bigger totems. Does that make sense?
Okay, I'm just gonna remember in my mind what my totem has on it.
No. The last icon on your totem is going to be what we have to remember for
Light
the
or dark,
3
right.
icons coming up. The first 2 have nothing to do with what we have to do the final bigger totem.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
3rd icon is what we
So
have to
how
remember
do I
out
know
loud.
the first 2 on
People
the
have to
final
call
bigger
it out
totem? Is
and
that the
teamwork. It's a team game.
inside of the rooms from the little totem? Is the symbol for the bigger totem?
Yeah, so first symbol is going to be location of the night. Second is going to be location of the door you have to go. And then the third's going to be the darkness or light.
There we go. The second is the door you have to go. So the door you have to go is nothing. There's no symbol inside the door. I've never been inside, so.
No, so the symbol inside the door is going to be related to the third symbol on the totem.
So
you'll say
that'll be
light or
light or dark.
Yeah, and then the guy inside goes to either light or dark, and then the symbol that shows up in that section, you write it down. So once you have 3 symbols for totem, you then shoot the obelisk. Does that make sense?
All the symbols are all the doors you go into.
Wait, say it again?
What? I think you're starting to
it's not
confuse
making
yourself on
sense.
details. So let me explain it again to you, okay? First symbol is a knight. Knight spawns on either left or right side. You kill the knight. It spawns the second symbol.
Pyramid. Yeah.
So
The
second
second
symbol will be a door, so that
you go
door
into.
will open. So someone
Okay,
has to
inside
enter
of
that
it.
door. Inside the door,
What's
it's
inside
split
of
on the back end. The back end of the room, you'll run into 2 scions that are equally left and right of the room. They're next to a symbol that is either light or darkness on the wall.
Oh.
So, for instance, so you can see
Okay.
physically, left down here, and then 1 scion will be on the opposite side of the room on the right, and there's an icon behind them on both sides that say.
I'm guessing left
either light or
dark, right light.
I don't know. You'll see when you get in the room. It's very, very obvious. When that person calls out outside on the totem, hey, light side, you have to kill the sign on the light side and yell out their icon. Right? Record it down, that's fine, but yell it out so everyone else knows as well what icon we need to remember. That happens 3 times because there's 3 obelisks. Does that make sense?
Right, but they go in, like, they're not instantaneous, right?
What do you mean by it? What do you mean?
Instantaneous, like we're all gonna see symbols, we're all gonna go through it at the same time.
1 totem occurs. Once you're 3/4 through that first totem, a second totem is going to start. And then the 3rd totem will start once that's 3/4 through. So the process
So it'll be
continues. It's not going to
simultaneous
take
and
its
wait.
time and wait for us, but it's not simultaneous like you're saying either. Not all 3 totems are going to show a triangle and or a triangle or a pyramid.
No, I understand they're not mimicking each other. I'm asking, are they all going
I'm
off at the same
saying
time?
they're
We have
not
to
going at
catch-
the same time. I'm saying
Okay.
1 will occur, then a second one will occur during the process, and then the 3rd one will. We'll have enough time to record the icons individually, but it will be fast-paced. We need to make sure we're on top of it. The nights probably occur every 2 minutes in between each other. Give you an idea. Oh my god, it's stuck on your face. Does that make sense? Do we have any more questions?
Yeah, where's all the doors?
So the door's on the other room.
Yeah.
So here's Warship. There's one in the back over here. At least I thought there was. Guess not. Oh no. Is it here? Yeah, it's there, isn't it? No? Alright.
So,
Well, that eliminates that one. Then there's one here. Commute. Then there's drink. You can see it's just lined up around the ring. And just being familiar with what's closest to your I keep wanting to call it a totem. Jesus, your obelisk. So like if you were at this one right here, you have stop, you have mine, and then there's one hidden underneath down here, which is grief.
Grief.
Yeah. And a lot of the time there will be a knight that pops up over here on the back left if they say pyramid. There's a like 3rd chance it'll spawn here. just up top.
Yeah, they're usually high from you. And
Yeah,
these-
they're fucking jerks. They don't want you to kill them because if they succeed, you all wipe. Again, when the door occurs, this center diamond has to be hit for the door to be able to open. The same things when they're exiting. Sometimes the door will close before the person inside the room gets out. We need to make sure we hit this diamond thing here. Whoever's available, it doesn't have to be the same person every time. Just call out. Communication is everything. If you're in a room and you can't get out, yell it. If you see a symbol or couldn't hear someone say light side or dark side, yell it. I'm in the room. I need light side or dark side. What am I getting? Just communicate. Essential. It'll get us through. And past that, it's just experience. It's going to be a
Alright.
lot of madness at first, but we'll
So
get
you were
it.
saying is like with me when I went in on this last one where
At
square.
stop.
So I went in,
Yeah.
I went in there, and then it was y'all said dark. So I killed the one on dark, and
Yeah.
it popped up. I think Black Garden, or maybe that was the other one.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It popped up
we'll go
Black
with
Heart. Yeah.
Okay,
Black
so
Heart. That's the
where's
first
that
symbol that
symbol?
we need
Where's
to
that
know.
symbol?
There,
That's
the
for
symbol,
what? That's
the
for the
only
big
symbol.
obelisk, right?
He said dark side, so that is the third icon showing up on the totem. He needed to know the third icon while inside the room. Dark side. He heard dark
But it said
side. He
Black Heart.
killed the scion. No, just listen. He killed the scion inside the room on dark side, and it spawned a symbol where his body was. Black Garden. That is the first symbol we need to know. Does that make
For
sense to
what?
you?
For what?
For the bigger totem here. After
Okay, so
doing
that's going to be
three
the first
smaller-
symbol is inside the room.
Yes.
And
need
then
to
the
remember-
darkness would be the bottom.
No. The bigger totem is confusing you a lot. So do you understand the first phase? Do you understand the first totem now, or do you
I
still
understand
have
the
questions?
first totem.
So the
I'm
first
trying to
totem,
figure
you
out the
got that
second totem.
third icon. He called out that symbol at the bottom. We do that
Oh,
3
that's going to be
times.
Black Card? No, that's darkness.
Holy shit.
Dude, you are like on another world
I'm
right
a-
now. You need to
Yeah,
stop thinking
okay.
and you need to just listen. Like you
Alright.
are just confusing yourself with more questions than answers right now, and I need you to focus because you're stopping the raid from continuing. It's
Keep
been
going.
15 minutes now, so I'm going to explain this again, okay? The third icon here is going to be what the person inside the room needs to kill. It's either going to be light
Okay.
or dark. That's the only
Yeah.
symbol that occurs on the bottom. Inside, the person has to kill that symbol that occurs. So you'll see on the wall, light side or dark side, and a scion in front of that. If it was dark side, he's going to kill the scion inside dark side. It spawns an icon literally like a hologram on the floor that you
Yeah.
can see.
I understand
He saw
that.
Black Garden. Cool. So that's one of 3 symbols we do. The second totem occurs. He gets to the third point. Door opens. He sees the light symbol. Okay, I got pyramid. Awesome. So we have Black Garden pyramid. Third obelisk happens. They got Savathun. Okay, all 3 symbols. Now
Okay,
everyone at
okay.
their individual obelisks have to look at the bigger obelisk here. Each one, at each totem, they're going to see a bigger obelisk. You look at the bigger obelisk and you look for all 3 icons. So, Black Garden, Pyramid, Savathun. Oh, I found it on my obelisk. I'm the only one that has it on my obelisk. You have to look all the way around at all 9 symbols. You find it, okay, you have to hit those 3 symbols in a row as fast as you can. So it's easier with 2 people hitting it at once.
So you're straight up shooting it like,
Okay.
you know, in order for finding
Yeah,
the
not
south.
in order. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, just shoot it as fast as you can. It'll tell you
Okay.
at the bottom if you succeeded or if you rejected.
Okay.
Okay, there's that question there. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so you find out those 3 symbols. Is that going to be for everyone's obelisk or only your own?
What?
And that's only what obelisk has it, right? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't quite understand the question.
No, okay, so the 3 symbols. Once we get all 3 symbols, we're gonna shop randomly on one of the obelisk.
Oh, randomly.
we
Okay,
all-
so
yeah,
we all
somebody
have to pay
has to
attention to the
find
sequence.
those 3 symbols. We all have to know what symbols to look for.
Correct. Yes.
And if we have it, then we have to just start shooting it. I've got it on my side, whatever.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
see, that's
okay.
what was confusing me. That's the simultaneous part that I was trying to figure, and then mimicking each other is what is the symbols? What is the symbols? This is a real question. What are the symbols?
So the symbols are gonna be random always. I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, there's
but
never gonna
also
be
at the
like.
same time, that last run we had, was it different every time, or we were just getting lucky?
It was different every
Coincidence?
time.
Yeah, it was different because the left one was one thing, and then the right one for me
Everything-
was something totally different.
There's no pattern
Okay.
to remember. You
Yeah,
just need
it
to
didn't
remember the
start off
symbols
on
and
us.
put it up. There's no trick or
All right.
trade to it. You just need to be on top of the mechanics and
So
fight
there's
through
no
the
loophole
struggle.
like I thought there was.
Yeah, no, it didn't start over here. It like I think second is when it had started moving over in this way or something, or whatever. Somewhere along those lines. But we weren't the first ones that had the symbol.
Okay.
Gift enter.
All right.
Okay, so
No more
Modest
questions.
and I are going to take center. El Diablo and Iron go ahead and take left side. Cloudy and Alex take right side. So when I say left and right, I just mean looking at the map from the rally flag. If you haven't rallied up already, go ahead and do so now.
What champions?
Double check.
Sorry.
Yeah,
what's up?
champions randomly spawn.
Yeah, which kind are they? Random or?
The only one I encountered was an unstoppable.
Alright.
I don't know if the other one's popping up or not. That's why I'm running the hand cannon right now.
So there's going to be a bunch of small enemies that rush at you at Obelisk the whole time, and then there's going to be
Good call.
an overload that pops up every minute and a half or 2 minutes. So just be aware of that. Try to have Unstoppable if you can, or something powerful that will take down the overload.
Yeah,
It's tough.
Overload
There's
with the
a lot
auto
going
rifles.
on at once.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot.
Yeah, it's just learning the phase and then getting through it. Like once you hit it a couple times, it makes sense. Just make sure you again have those symbols kind of in front of you so you understand what's going on with the callouts. Everyone ready?
Let's give it a shot.
All right, we're gonna do it. So go ahead and sit in front of your totem or near it, defend it as best you can. Call out the symbol if you see it, the top symbol on the totem. It's either gonna be a pyramid or traveler.
Pyramid.
Pyramid
Oh,
first.
fucking damn it.
So in the center, you'll see either pyramid or traveler. It's going to be on left. It's going to be on that side. The knight's going to be on the pyramid side. It looks like it's
That's
taking
it.
B as you take a knight. Okay, awesome. What door are we looking for?
I'm stuck in a pit.
Okay.
You're looking for
Still trying to kill you.
drink.
Sorry, say that again.
Drink.
Drink, heard. So someone needs to go to the drink door now. The drink door is kind of door to the body. I'm gonna go ahead and open the door for you. When you go inside, there's gonna be kind of a powerful enemy up front, and then the Scions are in the back. We need to know if it's light side or
It's
dark
not
side.
open.
Oh, it's not open. So, sorry. Here we go. Light side or dark side?
Yep, good.
Traveler.
Dark
Light
side.
on traveler side. Alright, dark side. Kill the Scion on the dark side. There's a knight on traveler side. Beware.
Looking for a score. Looking for tank.
Ascendant
tank
plane. I got ascendant plane.
Descendant plane. Heard. Descendant plane is the first icon. Just also being aware that they can still attack your totem. Alright, we need to kill that knight. I don't see him down yet, and I can't find him.
Is he on live or dark?
Knight is on traveler side. Back.
See the light here.
God darn it.